Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Jax and Rich, and what they're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Jax's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands, the correction and the motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give here at school is a tug and release on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Jax is going to come home with his very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session tomorrow. Now, Jax is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to be demonstrating for us is one that's very important to you, and that's heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Jax, heel.
Jax, heel.
Now, heeling is walking nicely next to your left leg, not dragging you, not forging ahead, not dropping his head on the ground and sniffing everything, but walking nicely with you at your left. If you turn, he turns. If you change pace or change direction, he should do the same. He should always be more focused on you than he is on everything that's going on around him. When you stop, Jax has been taught to sit automatically and wait for his next command. So when you're walking and you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for you to tell him what you want him to do next. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the sit-stay.
Stay.
The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, we are not using his name. You can practice this indoors as well as outdoors, and you're going to work all the way up to 3-minute long sit-stay. When Rich returns back to him, and this looks easy, he's going to walk all the way around him. Jax should remain seated until Rich returns to his shoulders, and at this point, Jax gets another command. And teaching a dog to allow you to walk behind them without popping up can just take days. It's not as easy as it looks. Beautiful heeling. He's right there with Rich. Nice automatic sit. Another stay. And when you're practicing indoors, it makes it very comfortable for you and the dog. First of all, he's learning to behave in the house. And secondly, you're not having to be out in the heat. This time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to demonstrate the come on command. Now, Jax should come, and he should sit right in front. He should not jump all over you. He should keep all 4 of his feet on the ground when coming to you. And I know you're very, very excited to get him back tomorrow, but when you see him, act like you've only been at the store for an hour. Don't get him too amped up, because then Rich has to get him back under control. So Rich makes him hold that sit-stay, and he brings him right in and has him sit right in front, and then return back to heel. And Jax's biggest problem is wanting to drop his head. So you want to keep that head up off the ground, because if you have control of the dog's head, you have control of the dog. His shoulders shouldn't pass your left leg, and when you stop, he should sit. Now, the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay, when you're practicing at home, you can work all the way up to a 5-minute long down stay. When Rich returns back to him again on this command, he returns all the way back. Jax remains lying there till Rich gets back to his shoulders and gives him another command.
Jax.
And Rich gives him the heel command. Now you can also give him a stay command and leave him again. And as you're practicing with your video, you're going to be able to mix it up as you get more comfortable.
Down.
Once you're down from a heel, always remember, have him seated first. Do not try to put him into a down from a standing position. You can see he's focused, he's paying attention. That's maturity.
Jax, come.
Rich calls him in out of that, has him sit,
Back heel.
and then go back to heel. And sitting. Very, very good. Now the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the hardest. We should probably do this first. And that is your down from a distance. And it's a harder command because you're not right next to the dog. So you're going to have him sit. You're going to leave him in a stay. You're going to turn to face him. And in the beginning, you don't need to go as far away as Rich is right now. He's going to use his right hand to give the command and drop him into a down from about 4 feet away. And that was perfectly done. It couldn't have been any better. Now, we have demonstrated for you all of Jax's formal on-leash obedience commands. Rich will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have tomorrow. He's going to give you a chance to work with Jax so that before he leaves, you feel as like you know what you're doing. We've enjoyed having him. He certainly has come a very, very long way. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.